Well, hey there everybody, how y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night. And welcome back to my channel as always. I'm Deluxe. Alright, let's do another freaking Transformer review because I love some freaking Transformers. And today we'll be taking a look at the Age of the Primes Wreck and Doom Collection, Spinister and Topspin. This is a 2-pack Amazon exclusive. I think it was. They have another one, Carnaback and Fistron. I'll do that one later, but here we go. Very nicely done. So this is Spinister, I guess it's supposed to be a comic color edition of him, and then you have Topspin, which is the Diaclone version to go along. They did a twin twist a couple years ago too as well. But there you go, beautiful box art. I think that's what they're supposed to be. Don't quote me on that. You know, I'm sure somebody will correct me later. But yeah, beautiful artwork, love it and everything. Spinister does come with his two Target Masters. There's Spinister on that side and Topspin on that side. On the back, you got Freeze Out, which is the headmaster for Topspin, and then you got Siege and Hair Splitter that go with, Spinister. So there's the back and everything, really nice. Nice little packaging, real good. Got the verses right there, which looks really nice and all that stuff. So yeah, pretty cool. So hit me up, so like, shares, prayers, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. It all helps out the channel. Follow me on Instagram and on TikTok. Everything is down below. You can support the channel by going to Show Z and buy some Transformers. Use Deluxe 32 at the top, really helps out. So yeah, let's get right to it, and let's talk about Age of the Primes Wreck and Doom Collection, Spinister and Topspin. All right, let's go. All righty, let's take a quick look at what he comes with. As always, instructions. Hasbro instructions are always pretty good. Nice big pictures, easy to follow. All right, so Spinister, here comes everything with him. You get the two guns. They're just molded plastic, kind of a navy bluish kind of color, I guess, for it. You got that. You got a double blaster and another double. This is blue plastic. Nice sculpt work right there. That's pretty cool. And on this one, you do get his Target Masters. This one is Hair Splitter, and this one is Singe. I think I might have said Siege the first time, but Singe. These are because he was a junior Target Master. This is the Siege Spinister mold. But here he is. Here is the Hair Splitter. I'm sorry, Singe. Nicely painted, silver. Got the nice turquoise. And the black is all painted. It's got a nice sheen to it and everything. Really nicely done. Fortunately, no articulation at all. You just flip over the gun, or the barrel, and once again, you get another double barrel, so you get 4 guns on him. And then here you got Hair Splitter. And once again, nicely sculpted, but no articulation. Would have been cool if the arms could have moved because he actually is holding a gun. So they molded in a gun. You got the purple, the silver, and then kind of the bluish turquoise color right there. Once again, flip over, and there you go. Very nice. So nice sculpt work and paint on them. And this is Topspin. This is the Diaclone version. This is the Titan Returns mold. And here is his gun. They're painted. Nicely gunmetal silver. A lot of waffles right there. You can combine these just like in the thing. Let's see. I think you can. Don't these combine? I thought they combined. Oh, this way. Duh, I'm dare. But you can combine them and everything. There you go. Very nice. Nice sculpt work too, is once again, and they're painted. That is cool. And you get a little Titan Master or his Headmaster Freeze Out, because that's what Titan Returns was. You got the nice blue, nice silver. You see his little head down there. You just flip these over, and these do actually have articulation, so that's pretty good. Turn that around. You got blue and silver for the face, red, gray, and blue. Articulation-wise, you can just lift up the arms, and they go out a little bit like that, and you got a bend right there and a bend at the knee. So a little articulation, not much, but you don't need much. Turn there. All right, and that is Freeze Out. All right, so there you go. That is all they come with. All right, so here is Spinister, and we got Topspin and their alt modes and everything. We'll go over each one individually. We'll take a quick look at Spinister, because this is basically a recolor. I think it's the comic colors. Now I don't have my Spinister from War for Cybertron Siege. I don't have him out, but I will show a picture. Let me put this right here. I'll put a picture of him next to next time, let's see if I can get this to stand up straight. There we go. Okay, I'll put another picture of the the original one. The differences, big differences. This blue is darker right here, and the plastic right here blue is different as well. I think the pink is going to be about the same as what the original was, so that's going to be the biggest difference. But here he is. It looks pretty good. All this is painted all the way up to here. You got the nice translucent blue for the cockpit. You got the feet sticking out. Looking weird. I love they got silver paint back here. Nice details or anything. That's pretty cool. I like that. They did that. Nice Decepticon symbol. You can see the hands, and you got the other. These are his legs. They kind of split, and you can see the other cockpit underneath. It's not the prettiest thing, but it's not terrible. There's the Doom thing, whatever, the two-pack emblem right there, which is pretty cool. These do spin really well. The propellers, everything. That's really nice. And you got the landing gear. It will go in and out. And that is pretty cool. Like I said, you can see the hands and everything. So, it's not hiding anything really that well. You do take his, he's got tons of firepower. So you can take his, his target masters. Here's hair splitter. You can tab this in right here if you want, or you can tab it underneath right there if you want. And you can, mix match whatever you want to do and just have fun with it right there. And it will still spin. So that's cool. And then you can take these other weapons. I think the weapons are different colors too as well. You can tab that right there, and then you can tab this right there. And man, he is armed and ready to go to battle. And you can use blast effects on these, all of them. So that's pretty cool. So very nice. So there you go. There is Spinister. We'll put him over. We'll put him over here, and then we'll take a quick look at Topspin. And this is a redeco of the Titan Returns. Remember these were him and his twin twist, and a couple of the original target masters like Misfire, all them, Slug Slinger, were really hard to get because they were kind of the end of the wave, end of the line stuff when the the line was ending. So most of the time with that, it's really hard to find stuff because they don't really stock them that well. But anyways. He was pretty good. He was one of the best ones in Titan Return. Him and Twin Twist and some of those. So yeah, silver paint right here, really nice. Nice blue paint right there. You got some nice gunmetal silver right there. And you got the nice Autobot symbol, yellow and blue paint. Mine's a little chipped right there. It's not terrible, but it's there. You got the thrusters. You got the nice landing gear or whatever. Everything doesn't roll or anything. A lot of red plastic back here. It would have been cool maybe if they painted the thrusters silver. That would have been pretty cool, but you got some sculpt work in there. If you want to take a silver Sharpie, you could probably do that. The wings go up and down. He can open up the little cockpit for the Titan Master or Headmaster. Flip them out and everything. This is, what's his name? Freeze Out. All right. Freeze Out can sit up right there. And you can ride dirty like that. And then you can take his weapons. He's got two weapons, so you can put them up here if you want. I would probably turn them on the side so you won't see the waffles. But you can put them right there. Or you can tab them underneath right there. There's a little slot right there. And you can tab, where is it? Whoop. The end right here. And you can tab them right there. Come on. Tab in for me. Or not. See if I can tab it in over here. Nope. It's funny how stuff doesn't work whenever you're behind the camera and you want it to work. Golly, come on now. Get in the hole. Giggity. I can't get it in the damn hole. Is it not supposed to go in there? Yeah, I mean, there's a tab and a slot. It ain't fitting in there. There we go. Golly. Just had to push it down a little harder. Jeebus. Anyways, you can do that. So there's a couple ways to do that. That's pretty cool. Now with him, I'll just show another picture of the original Topspin. It's just a basic recolor. Everything. I think the Headmaster is a recolor too as well, but there's the, the Topspin from there. So pretty cool. All right. So there they are together, all armed up and everything, ready to go to battle. There is Spinister and Topspin. All right, there is Wheelie, Magic Square Pro, New Age Toxtron. There is Red Alert from Siege. So, same things. We'll throw in Dustbuster Jazz. And one more, we'll just throw in Fans Toys Jazz as well. And there's some scale for you. All right, back to transformation. Here they are. Easy transformation, fun transformation for both of them. We'll take a quick look at Topspin real quick. Look at him, the Autobot. Like I said, Diaclone version, version of him. And he's also a Wrecker. You got the little Record emblem right there, which is really nice. Really nice paint, decent. Got some silver right here, a little yellow right there. The face is painted. Nice blue visor with silver. And you got silver right here. This is gray plastic. You got yellow, blue, a lot of red down here. Everything, the back, you got a little backpack, not terrible. Nicely painted there. Got that and all that stuff and everything. One of the things I really love is they covered this up. Most of the time they would just let that out, big old waffle, but they actually covered it up. That's why I liked one. These were one of the better Titan Return molds and everything, but that was awesome when they did that. So, all right. So articulation wise, it's on, his little, the head, the Titan Master's head. It's not the tightest fit. I kind of wish it would, go down a little further, but you can look down a little bit, look up a little bit. Like I said, right there, it's not the tightest fit. I wish it, fit a little tighter, giggity. You can go all the way around. You can get a little attitude as well, but it is a little willy-nilly, a little loosey-goosey. You got this, up and down, so you can go all the way up to like right there. You can smell your own armpit, but you got that movement right there. Go all the way around on a ball peg, so you got a little butterfly, so that's good. This is on a hinge, so you can move this back and forth as well. You got more than 90 degrees, all the elbow bend you need. Bosset swivel, and you got a, nope, no swivel hand. That's, I thought it was going to swivel, but that does not swivel. All right. You do have a waist swivel. That's good. And you got an ab crunch too. That is awesome. Can't look up. Kind of defeats the purpose, but you do have that just because of transformation, but you do have it, so you can use it. So that's cool. You can see his little head right there. His little head on right there. All right. Van Damme all day, every day. And kick up. You can kick back. You got a thigh swivel. You got a 90-degree knee bend. You got a little knee bend forward too as well. You can kind of use that if you want to get some dynamic poses. Toe tilt, not really nothing. No rocker. Thought you might have a rocker, but no, there's no rocker on this one. That sucks. All right, but there you go. Take his weapons. You can hold them like that and like that. And there you go. Awesome. It's awesome. All right. Let's take him over here. And we'll take a quick look at Spinister. Here's Spinister. You can push this in a little bit and it can kind of hold it in there, but it will come loosey-goosey. Everything that will start moving around, so just be wary of that. Here you go. Got the nice head sculpt. Got the nice pink eyes, it looks like. Blue for the faceplate. You got some nice, like I said, silver, yellow paint right here, which is good. I wish they would have kind of put some paint on the arms and really the legs right here. Nothing right here, but this is all painted down here, which is nice. I love the cockpits right here. You can see the translucent blue and everything. Cleans up pretty good. Not much of a backpack. Got some paint right there. So pretty cool. Okay, head sculpt looks good. It's painted. The black and all that is painted. You got a swivel. Look down, not much at all. Look up, not much at all. This rear end of the helicopter kind of gets in the way. So, yeah, not much of the head movement. So you can go up to about right there, which is nice. All the way around. You got another nice elbow bend, which is good. And you do have a bicep swivel, and you have a swivel of the hand. I like how they did that, the nice sculpt work in there. You do have a waist swivel, no ab crunch right here. Van Dam all day, every day. I like how the hips go with them. You can kick all the way up, all the way back. You do got some nice waffles in there. Thigh swivel, and a little more than 90 degrees for the knee bend. A little bit, not much. Toe tilt down, a little bit up as well, and you got a beautiful rocker, and that is cool. And you can bring all his weapons in if you want to. You can hold his guns right here. We'll do it like this. Yeah, like this right here. And then you can also hold his target masters any way you want to, right here. And you have some 5mm ports right here and right here, so you can put his guns right there if you want to. And you got some down here on the legs, so you can have fun with it, make them your own. So there you go. There is Spinister. And we'll bring in Topspin. And there you go. Awesome, so awesome. Real quick, I want to show you the differences between the Siege and this one. So there is him next to that. Like I said, different colors. The guns are different too as well, but you can tell the difference in the color right there. And then I'll put him over here, and we'll get Topspin. Like I said, he is a recolor as well, and we'll put the recolor him right there. And there you go. There's the differences in the two repaints. All right, so there's Siege Optimus Prime. You got Age of the Primes, Prima Prime. You got Siege Sideswipe, Gears, and Brawn. You got Core Class Wheelie, and then you got Tis McGee Retgar. And there's some scale for you. And Cropagonics, Crappy Tool Paper, AAA Battery, Carmex, Care Bears, Kicker, and Squeaks. More scale. Well, hey there, everybody. If you made this far, as always, I freaking appreciate that. All right, final thoughts on, let's see. This is Age of the Primes, Wreck and Doom Collection, Spinister, and Topspin. Awesome. So yeah, overall, not a terrible set and everything. I don't know why you would really want to get it. If you have the other, Spinister, he's fine. I guess this is more common colors, if you like that kind of thing. And if you bought the Twin Twist, I think he was out a while back, a couple years ago. If you want to, complete the, Diaclone thing or the Wreckers kind of thing. I mean, they're both still good bolts. I think I like Spinister a little better. But overall, they're both still, those, like I said, one of the better ones from Titan Returns. I like the alt mode's pretty good. Transformation for both of these are easy. They're fun. Like I said, I like both. The helicopter mode is pretty cool. The cockpit underneath the other, underneath him and everything's kind of, unsightly, but it's not terrible, if that makes sense. You do get his target masters, which are cool, I guess. They're painted, which is well done, but they have no articulation. But they can flip over and you can become their guns because he didn't come with his target masters in the original one. He just came with these two blasters and everything, so that's pretty cool. Articulation overall, he's lacking the rocker, the head movement. I kind of wish that was a little tighter, around there, giggity. But yeah, that's a little loosey-goosey, so that will fall out sometimes. Just be careful of that. Articulation for this guy is pretty good. Siege War for Cybertron's really good with the articulation, so very nice like that, you know, with that. You do get his guns and everything. They are kind of waffly, but like I said, not terrible. So it's a you know, it's a good 2-pack and everything. I just don't know why you would really want them, but you know, if you do, that's cool. If you like it, you win. That's all that matters. But you know, I wanted to complete the set and everything for him, and I like Spinister. It's pretty cool. I like the new recolors and everything for him and everything. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, hit me up some like, share, Spurs, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. Hit me up some comments. Tell me we thought of the review. And are you getting these 2 packs? I'll do the Fishtron and Carnivac. I will do those reviews pretty soon, hopefully. And you know, judge that 2-pack as well. So yeah, hit me with some like, share, Spurs, and Care Bears. Hit that sub button for me if you don't mind. It all helps out the channel. Hit me up some comments. Tell me you thought of the review. And I guess I'll see you in the next Transformer review. And as always, be good to yourself. Man, help freaking Transformers and help freaking you. And all that good stuff. Pew, pew, pew. He's got a lot of firepower. I like that. Pretty cool. I kind of wish this a little tight. I guess it's tight. You know, a little willy-nilly, a little loosey-goosey, a little willy-nilly. Everything, and his head, see, just fall. Me had to shake it, but it falls off. I kind of wish there's a little tighter fit right there around the head. Giggity. Oh. Good night, folks.